要亮一点。这样。好，不动哦。这一浪了。
欢迎大家来到我们的体育剧场，在我们新创的专场，相信能够做2024年的标准最最新的一个挑战。那在我们马上要进行的是来自美国迈阿密就是在中国比赛赛事。那在比赛之前，首先呢要为大家介绍来自美国迈阿密。And number 1, Henry Geller. Thank
Marco Dugosia. Hometown from Beograd, Serbia. However, his official nationality is from Montenegro.
Make sure it is morning time for you, grab your coffee, grab your energy drinks, grab whatever you need to do. Following this game, we'll have Paris taking on Hong Kong, Lausanne taking on Saitama, and Kandava will be taking on Sagamihara. And we'll hit little breaks along the way as well. Just give a little bit of a breather. Been some rainy weather out there in Taiwan. As you can see, playing in a roofed environment. The show must go on. As they feed the ball over here towards the right side. And here comes the step back into the shot. That one hits all parts of the rim before going out. As Ui will drive down the lane. Nice little stop move going out there. A slow drag on the drive on the inside. You need a lot more of that. You are Kuala Lumpur. And no foul is going to be called to get the steal. Easy one goes their way. And that'll at least bring things to within 10. As Miami will opt to go here for a reset. Bardsley Parrott out there along with Han. And walled up there on the inside. What's going to be the call is the question. Was some great defense coming out there from Chiku Bazongo. See the feed there on the inside. Got the pump fake and staying disciplined. Did fight there on the jump for the moment. As here comes a two, trying to respond. Not able to. Mitch Han will get the offensive rebound. Got it right to Parrott. Parrott will take it back. It's going to be another deep two attempt here coming out from James. And Mitch Han fumbled the rebound there for a moment. And now we'll take a two of his own here from the right side. That one comes up short. Now Miami offense has come to a halt here, at least so far. Bardsley will try to get a two. That will be sent away. Here comes Bazongo. Full head of steam. Will kick this one back out to the outside. Nice little pump fake. Sidestep move for the two. Can't get that shot to go. And it is Xiangfu fighting there down low, trying to get the rebound. They get tangled up there with Trey Bardsley from Miami. 2:37 remaining here in this one. See some action here from Dylan Travis. They were going out there with Parrott, Bardsley, and Hom for a while for Miami. Here's Parrott again. And a little Olay defense coming out. And a big two-hand slam coming out there. And now trying to apply a little bit more defensive pressure. And that will be knocked out of play. Another stoppage. You can see the blow-by, no help. Easy two-hand slam. Coming out there from Miami's number two. And we'll get some much-needed rest. Bardsley lobs it up there to Han. Unfortunately, can't get it to go. What a highlight that would have been. Trying to find a response from behind the arc is Kuala Lumpur. Not able to. I thought we were about to have the highlight of the night there already. Now this dunk went through, as you might expect with that much of an open lane. Off-ball screen's going to be set here, trying to work out to the post. Here comes Bazongo. Steps it back, takes the two, and a travel's going to be called. And the basket would have been good if there was no travel. Those are the ones that hurt. Thought that Miami would get to 21 with ease, and how much time they had left hasn't been the case here so far. Ball will be lost there. Parrott on the dribble drive. Here comes Yu taking a two. No good there. Parrott will come out with the rebound. Instant kick out goes out to Dylan Travis. Can't get that one to go either. Ooh, again, trying to use the body, trying to push him away. Can't get it to go. Here comes another two-point attempt. Can't cash in. Two for $1. Nope. Not this time either. That is Jiajun for Kuala Lumpur. And they try to get it down there. Good job saving the ball. As now the desperation has to set in. Needs to try to go up there and get some twos. That's what their game plan was. Instead have to settle for a one. Han with the lefty scooper. Just 2 points away from 21. Bozongo Gets the feet set from the right corner. No good there on that one. Travis will get it out to Parrott. 2, could ice it, and it does not. Hard there off the back of the rim. Slow pace now here in this game as Ui lines up a 2, knocks it down. Nothing but net there on that one. Travis trying to work around the screen there. Parrott will take the 2 as well, trying to get another one to drop. Cannot, though. And a big scrap going down there with Bazongo and James Parrott. Ultimately, a little foul was called. 34 seconds do remain here in the game. And a lot of elevation there on that jump shot, but just off the back of the rim. And there you saw a little back and forth coming out. Timeout was going to be called. 34 seconds remain. Let's try and see who got whistled for the foul. Who's going to get the ball right back? And it is going to be Miami. Will they continue to try to hunt for the 2? And they do. Shot goes up. Quick release there. Offensive rebound goes their way. Now they'll take the quick 1. Great hustle coming out there from Bardsley. And they're just going to give this one up. They want to try to hit that 21-point mark. And finally, Kuala Lumpur does end up knocking down the 2. Here comes James Parrott. The dribble drive on Bazongo. Nice wall up. The fade away. No good there. Just short off the left side of the rim. Leon gets it out to Ui. That's another miss. 2 seconds remain. Han at the buzzer to get it to 21. Can't get it to go, but it doesn't even matter because Miami will be the team starting off their pool play run 1-0 here in this one. Just our first game of many over here in this pool. $20-12 is going to be the final score here in this game. Now we can begin to turn our sights to the next game that we're going to see. So all the starting lineups, we missed a large chunk of this one, so make sure if you're a fan of either of these teams, stay locked in on all the highlights that you are about to see. Lots of great shooting came out at the very beginning for Miami. Set the tone with their shots from behind the arc. And then that instantly went dry as soon as they were at that 17-point mark. We will have Paris taking on Hong Kong. That's going to be the next game coming up. Scheduled tip-off time. You are in the United States like myself, Central Time Zone. That'll be in the at 4:40 a.m. So we've got another 41 minutes before that's going to kick off. See if maybe things get started up early. That'll be Paris and Hong Kong. Again, Paris will be taking on Hong Kong. So you can see the fight that you ended up seeing for our team from Malaysia. Kuala Lumpur tried to put up. But at that point, it was Miami just giving up a lot of easy 2s, almost just trying to get the ball back to reach that 21-point mark. And that's the luxury that you get when you build yourself a big enough lead to be able to do something like that. Court is cleared out. You're watching the Kaohsiung Challenger series here in FIBA 3x3, live in Taiwan. Everything was supposed to get tipped off yesterday to get the last qualifying draw. There was some inclement weather that impacted those games. Those were all played this morning. And that is how we have gotten ourselves to this point. But lots of FIBA 3x3 going on around the world. I have my guy Harris out there doing an event. I know that we had a World Cup that's going live on YouTube currently right now as well. Lots of FIBA 3x3 for everybody to try to get involved with and stay locked in. At Tianjin currently going down. That is a qualifier for the Manama Masters. That is also in the day one. Of course, this one, the Kaohsiung that you're watching, is a qualifier for the Abu Dhabi Masters. And there's also the Under-23 World Cup 2024. They're in day number 4. All live right now here on youtube.com FIBA 3x3. Make sure you're checking out all the action that's currently going down. Lots of teams being showcased from all around the world here in this one. But as we get set and wait for Paris and Hong Kong to begin, we'll step away here on the broadcast.
持。那么在我们今天活动开始之前，我们首先呢会由旺宝 Girl 为我们带来精彩的开场表演。 再次请掌声，谢谢旺宝女孩为我们带来精彩的开场表演。再次欢迎大家来到了高雄的青少年篮球场，以及呢，透过了我们电视转播，欣赏这次呢，我们可以说是高雄的最盛大的2024年3对3的一个挑战赛事。我是今天活动主持人志燕。
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. 后呢，我还是要谢谢大家，因为有你们，我们才有继续跟荣哥企业可以继续的投入，可以带领我们台湾的篮球，尤其是3对3可以走出去。那我短短的用简单的翻译。Hi everyone, my name is Michael and I'm from Lumpur Marketing. I'm very glad that actually my first time with my partner going to host FIBA 3x3 Challenger in Kaohsiung. Unfortunately, the rain is actually heavy, so we have to change the location. However, this location, this court, is the very first Kaohsiung street court. So as our slogan, 3x3, from the streets of the Olympics. So I think that God wants us to start from here again. Hopefully tomorrow we will go back to our main court. So again, thank you for everyone, all the FIBA referees and all the attendances and all the players. So enjoy Kaohsiung, enjoy the rain, and enjoy the game. Thank you.
谢谢董事长，谢谢。好，刚如同呢董事长说到了，我们的高雄呢就来自于街头，希望呢能够呢前进很好的一个。说真的，能够呢在早上下大雨，马上呢就找到这个好地方。我们真的要很感谢我们高雄市政府，我们运发局。所以这时候呢，是不是也请局长呢上台一下，好不好？我们掌声欢迎局长。谢谢局长在背后呢大力的协助哦，这么快让我掌握这么棒的场地。
我们要保持
请的现场的朋友最热情的掌声欢迎的是我们台北旺宝队。
台北旺宝。
接着登场的是我们 USA 的迈阿密。接着进场的是来自瑞士的洛桑市。 来自美国的纽约哈莱姆区。那请的来自日本的 Saitama 埼玉县。接着登场的是来自日本的香磨岩市。
Sagamihara Enndaruma Japan。
马上欢迎的是我们新加坡队。
Singapore。
来自澳洲的努纳瓦丁。
Australia。
那同样的，再次用最热情的掌声欢迎到我们台北战马队。
Taipei City。
那么最重要的主角都已经来到活动现场，接下来呢，我们是不是邀请了我们庄瑞雄队长，以及呢我们 Michael 董事长，还有呢我们龙哥。
Now we would like to invite all the distinguished guests to the court to take a group photo with the player and wish this event great success.
那请我们郑志龙副董事长。
Please look at the camera in front.
好，那我们先让呢我们现场的平面媒体以及呢电子媒体呢做一个合影。那感谢呢这么多的媒体先进，那一同呢来到高雄参与这一次呢我们2024年高雄3对3的一个挑战赛。 好，那我们接着是不是也邀请到了包括我们侯春瑶局长以及我们林志宏议员，那以及呢今天到场的与会贵宾，那一同上台，那也邀请的是我们FIBA的国际篮总亚洲区的经理，欢迎的 Vivian， 那以及呢我们是否来？
We would like to invite all the
那以及
distinguished
我们今天
guests
到场的裁判。
and the FIBA officials, referees.
好，谢谢 Rina， 谢谢 Ronald。
Thank you all for joining us today. Let's take a group photo together. Please look at the camera in front.
那一个好的赛事能够呢圆满的举行，真的很感谢的背后呢有很多人大力的支持，感谢了我们高雄市政府，谢谢了我们会长，谢谢我们 FIBA 呢我们 Vivian 经理，那先到场了我们在地的议员在背后的大力的支持，也谢谢我们董事长以及我们龙哥。
We would like to
来，再看一下我们中间摄影机，我们一起 ，everyone three and three。
We'd like to express our gratitude to all the sponsors and partners.
除了3对3之外呢，three也是让人带领漂亮的感觉，three。 好，下一个 ，sorry。
One more shot.
好，谢谢，再次感谢我们所有的参赛选手，那谢谢今天到场的裁判，辛苦了哦。
That's the end of the company ceremony. Thank you for joining us today. The voting will begin shortly. Again, thank you for joining us tonight.
那么当然呢，比赛的预期呢，在我们5点40分正式展开，5点40。屁股席的座位，工作人员屁股席的座位。
Welcome back to the Kaohsiung Challengers FIBA 3x3 series. Live here in Taiwan. We just saw Miami take down Kuala Lumpur in a Pool A matchup. We just had a nice little break there. Break dancers, performers all the way around. Nice little photo op to get the opening ceremony underway. Our next matchup will be Paris taking on Hong Kong in a Pool B affair. Let's go ahead and meet the teams down on the floor. There you have the two teams that are going to be playing here in Pool B. It'll be their first match for both of them. For Paris, you have Alexandre Egalink, Frank Segula, Hugo Suhard, and Jules Rambaud. And for Hong Kong, it'll be Chun Ho Man, Agnes Cavars, Richard Bradstreet, and Chung Ka Lung. And a slight delay today with some of the games because of the rainy weather out there in Kaohsiung. That is why the location was moved. So we got all the qualifier games underway to start off the day. Just pushed everything back. So if you're wondering, hey, how many more games do we have left to go? We still have plenty more to go around. I think 11 to be exact. I have 3 games back to back to back. You can see the rules. Half court, 1 hoop, 2 teams of 3, plus a sub 12-second shot clock. The first team to 21 points wins, or whoever has the highest score total after 10 minutes. And no game can end in a tie. It will go to overtime. And from that point on, it'll be whoever scores the first 2 points will end up coming out on top victorious if you are new to FIBA 3x3. Joining on the ride of the trend that just continues to go upward for this great sport of FIBA 3x3 as our second game of the day was about to get underway. I don't believe we started the clock. And we already got a tangle up over there towards the elbow before the ball's even checked in. Straight into it we go. It'll be number 3, first shot of the game there. No good. And an immediate foul will be called, and that'll be whistled against Hong Kong. And nice kick there to the inside. Can't get the layup to go. Great defense being played, though. As it is Paris the ones to get themselves on the board straight away. Here comes another mid-range shot. This time it's Hong Kong striking back. Paris in green, Hong Kong in red. As shot from two, drills it. Already some contest for some whistles coming out here. And oh my goodness. Chance for a 2-point play. A spectacular fashion. Drawing the contact. Almost looked like a heave and a prayer there for a moment. Gets bumped off the top of the backboard and in. What a play coming out there from Chun Roman. But still, though, it is Paris with a 1-point lead. Aigalink gets it there to the inside. A nice finish through traffic for Segula for Paris to extend the lead to 2. Homan, the dribble drive, going to the same side. Same result as well. But no basket this time. He's going to be whistled there for a little bit more of a push-off. And that was where the immediate contest came in for Frank Segula. A little elbow shove. As Paris will get us back underway. Here it is, Segula. Hands it off to Suhard. Suhard with the left hand. Nice scooper. Question is, was he fouled before? And that's what it seems to be. Hong Kong starting to get some fouls on the board. 7 fouls is that number to get into the bonus. As Suhard will step back there for the 2. Lined it up. The angle looked right. Couldn't get it to go, but there's a second chance opportunity. They will swing it over. Segula trying to cook up. 6 seconds remain here on the shot clock. Nice little hesitation move. Gets the step on the inside. Has to go with the opposite hand. Can't get the layup to fall. Here's the step back from Bradstreet. Does end up kicking that one out. And that is going to be slapped out of bounds by Hugo Suhard for Paris. And there's another whistle. So a shot clock violation what it looked like, but a body ended up hitting the ground. Didn't end up mattering anyway. We're here towards the elbow. It is number 5, Ka Lung. Another player drops to the ground. Ka Lung got to get something up, and that's going to be another shot clock violation. A little back-to-back coming out here for Hong Kong. Trying to do anything just to see the ball go into the basket at this point. A little bit of a scoring stalemate for them. See Richard Bradstreet for Hong Kong. Some nice size going over here on Paris. Ball be checked in, immediately going to the inside, and there's going to be another stoppage in the play. That was Rambout trying to fight for positioning down low. Will they do the same thing? They try to this time, but they end up going for the flare out, and that ball will be knocked out of play. More likely we'll go back over to Paris, but only 4 seconds on the shot clock, something to keep an eye on. You're watching at home wondering where the shot clock is. Look below the basket. As the shot goes up, it is no good. See if Hong Kong can try to add to the scoring total here. This is a cluster of players all around the exact same spot. They finally do get it out. Homan ends up taking it. And that is now 3 shot clock violations in a row for Hong Kong. Paris defense has been sensational so far here in this one. They go into Segula. Every time they check it up, this time they opt to not go to him. Aigalenk. Full head of steam with the right hand. That one looks like it's going to be blocked there off the backboard. Everyone kind of froze for a moment. Here comes the post work there for Bradstreet. They'll say that one's a carry there in the post for Richard Bradstreet. Making it 4 turnovers in the last 4 offensive possessions for Hong Kong. You still got 7:01 to go. Here comes another bump and another stoppage. And a timeout will be called. That's already 5 fouls there on Hong Kong. The players will talk some things over. Both sides kind of gone cold here on the offensive end. It's been a couple minutes since we've actually seen a basket. But here you can see some of the early work. Pull up there in the mid-range from Richard Bradstreet. And this one of the more dazzling baskets that we'll probably end up seeing here today. Chun Ho Man there from Hong Kong. Into the post they go. Jules Rambo. Miscommunication, though. Thought the player was going to be cutting there on the inside, but doesn't. And here's Bradstreet. Takes the quick 2. That one does fall short. Couple screens going to be set here. Here comes the spin move. Good way to hold the feet in place. And here comes the 2 from Malenk. No good there. They do get the closeout, though. Here's Kavars. Out to Homan. Homan, the step into the 2. A beautiful move. But that one no good. Some substitutions going down. Suhard will check back in the game for Paris. That foul was whistled against Paris as well. Just 2 away from getting even there with Hong Kong. Homan tries to get that one on the inside as Rambo getting ever so more physical, but getting his hand in the cookie jar for a moment to disrupt the play. Back underway. Paris get the ball there to the inside. That was Jules Rambo again. Using the body, drawing a lot of contact. And that is going to be foul number 6. And you can see the jersey tug going up with it. Probably wishes that he would have had the basket. Probably would have had himself a 2-point play. And the free throw is no good. Comes up short, but there's another second chance at it. Suhard. Dancing around. Rambo will be the one to set the screen. They feed him down into the post again. Rambo this time successful. And finally, we see a basket. They're on a dry spell for about 3.5 minutes, I would say. Bradstreet does miss that one. Rambo will get it to Aigalenk, and that one no good again. Jump shooting hasn't been there so far in this game. Bradstreet able to keep control of his dribble. Kalung to Bradstreet. The number 4 there for Hong Kong. That one goes sailing out of bounds, hits the scorer's table. Still no lifeline in the offense here in this one for Hong Kong. They're in the red jerseys, and it is Paris in the green. 5:35 to go. Next foul will put Paris in a bonus. They'll go to the line to shoot 2. Here we go with Jules Rambo. Steps back for the 2. Back of the iron, pops out. Luckily, Segula is there for the offensive rebound. Tries to go to 1-1. Breaks the ankles. Can't get the 2 to go. Rambo, though, there for the offensive rebound. Fighting through 2 players. Sandwiched on the inside. It is going to pay off for him. Could have probably went back up the very first time when he got the rebound. Instead, decided to reset the play. And then that is now going to be 7 fouls for Hong Kong. We will see some free throws the rest of the way now when Paris does go on the offensive side and they are fouled. First one is good. It's always the scary point where games seem to be put away. 2 for 2 from the line there that time for the Jews Rambots. And a deep 2 will go up. That one I don't think hit the rim, just straight off the backboard. Here it is Segula again cooking up, this time on the left side. Here's the step back, the 2, and it's money. What a shot coming out there from Frank Segula for Paris. Now the offense is starting to flow once more. This little turnaround too, a good response. Agnes Cavars there for Hong Kong. You get a 2, he gets a 2. And now it's really starting to get going for everybody. Alexandre Igalenk getting involved in the mix. Here's Bradstreet with the spin, the floater at the elbow. Is the shot gonna count? It is. Good execution there from Richard Bradstreet. The spin, the floater, the bump to the body, and it's nothing but money there. Claim of a whack to the jaw, but it's not gonna matter. Chance to finish off this 2-point play, no good. Good box out work going in there down low for Segula. They'll try to reward him now. Getting into position, he's going to be fouled. 2 free throws again coming up for Paris. You see a little shove there from behind. First free throw is good. The second one also good. 12 points now. They do get the kick out. It's Bradstreet again lining up another one. 2 in a row now for Bradstreet when it comes to the 2-point range. That'll pull things to within 5. Here comes more aggression though from Paris. Look at that slow Euro. Dicing his way through the paint there. Segula to finish that one off. Here comes a step back. And that will hit off of 2 sides of the eye before going out. Bradstreet can't finish the layup. Does get his own rebound. And just staying relentless down there the whole time. As they will go to Segula. Get it up top now to Suhar. Good behind the back move. There's a 2. Trying to finish out the highlight reel play. Cannot. Rambota's down there trying to fight. And do they save it? They do not. Trying to tiptoe there on the sideline. Won't pay off for them necessarily. Things really starting to pick up here in this game. We went 3.5 minutes without seeing a single score. To where now it has just been nonstop action the entire time. And Frank Segula step back into a 2. Many have attempted, many have failed. And Agnes Cavars showing them a little something that maybe they weren't going to be used to going into this game. The constant relentlessness showing here from Paris on the offensive side and really getting physical here in this game, trying to set the tone. 5-point lead, a good one to have. As that ball is going to be slapped away. Steal is going to go to Igalenk. Igalenk, they reward him a 2 to add on to it. No good there. It's Rambote, though, with another rebound. 7 seconds remain here on the shot clock. Here comes the dribble drive. The little hop on the inside. The follow-away shot just comes up short. And wow, what a shot there again. Agnes Cavars starting to really feel it from 2-point range. That brings things to within 3. Almost like a one-handed release there for Agnes Cavars. But it works for him. He checks out of the game, gets a much-needed rest. And honestly, when he has the hot hand like this, do you want him out of the game? Speaking of hot hands, here's Bradstreet. He will try the one-legged fall-away jumper. That's money for him. Don't look now, Paris fans. Hong Kong might be on the verge of a comeback. Suhard working up top. Screen's going to be set there. They do get it to the inside. This is where a lot of the damage has been done. And that was Frank Segula working his way in, but couldn't get it to go. And there will be a timeout called. Every game matters when you're playing in this. Only 3 teams per pool. So if you drop to 0-2, your run is more likely going to end up being done. It's just the second game of the day. 2:25 to go. They try to work it around up top. They finally do get it to the man that they want it to, Chun Ho Man. But it's another shot clock violation. Haven't seen a lot of them as of late, but at the start of the game, they went through 3 possession stretch or 3 shot clock violations in a row. And a turnover as well. They will try to get it there on the inside. Ball will be slapped away. Bradstreet's the one to pick it up, though, for Hong Kong. Spacing not all there right now. There comes the step back. There comes the shot. That one does hit off the front of the rim. 2 players fly at it. But ultimately, it will be Paris coming out on top with it. Here's Segula from 2. Angle looked great on it. Maybe he thought that it was going to drop in. There's a little hand checking going on there. Bradstreet will draw the foul. A little bit of the same to each other. Forearm to the chest. And now it is Paris just 1 foul away from sending Hong Kong into the bonus. That's where things can get really interesting with how close the game is now. Hold on. Straight off the dribble. A little bit too much power out there on that one. And so now Paris heads to the stripe. And 1 more foul from going into, I guess you'd call it a double bonus technically here in FIBA 3x3. Not only do you get to shoot 2 free throws, you also get the ball back. And that is usually where it's the final nail in the coffin for some of these games. It'll be Jules Rambeau splitting the pair at the line, 1 for 2. And here comes the floater. Nice move there on the inside by Chun Ho Man. Still a 2-point game. Suhard will have it up top. Rambeau draws the contact there on the inside. Wow. Threads the needle there into the interior, right into the hands of Rambeau. And Paris take back a 3-point lead. Trying to get the handoff. Almost traveled there for a moment. Deep 2 goes up, and that one hits every part of the rim before finally popping out. Suhard will get bumped. Brings it back out. Suhard will take one for way downtown. Nothing but net there for Hugo Suhard. What a shot to take in such a close game as Paris looking to cruise. A huge one-handed slam. Frank Segula lighting up Taiwan. That'll get the crowd into it. Big time play. Big time finish there for Frank Segula. That'll get the cameras out and going. And this should be Paris's game to take. And what a way to put some emphasis on it. Bradstreet will slow down the momentum for now. Question is, can Paris hit the 21-point mark? Here comes Suhard, this time going left. That one goes short. Thought we're about to see a putback dunk. Instead, though, they do get the offensive rebound and just get the lay-in. Another shot goes up. Hong Kong got to start to hunt for the 2s, and they do. Here comes Bradstreet, and all around the room once more. Great game coming out here from Paris, but they still want to add to the totals. As that one will go in and out. Final score will be 19-13. A great game being played out there. A scrappy one, to say the least, as well. That is how it'll come to a close. Paris will start off in Pool B 1-0. Hong Kong will start off 0-1. 19-13 final score. As we will have Lausanne taking on Saitama for our first Pool C matchup. See the players already out there. Maybe very familiar with Lausanne. Seen them in many 3x3 Challenger series so far here on the circuit. As I mentioned, we're taking on the Saitama Alphas. As you can see, the highlights and how the game ended up playing out. Took a while to get started. Lots of fouls there towards the beginning, mostly going Hong Kong's way. Now we'll get to see experienced team in Lausanne square off in this one. They have played in 10 challengers so far, ranging from all type events, challengers to world tours. Probably one of the more experienced teams that we have here. Meanwhile, for Saitama, check the notes of how their run has looked so far in these challengers. They have competed in 3 challengers, 2 world tours. Only team that they've played in this entire circuit has been Kandava. That was back in Penang 2024. That was in Pool A, and they ended up falling to them. So it could be a good one here in our hands against an experienced bunch like Lausanne. We'll meet the starting lineups here shortly as the players get their warm-ups in. You can see Kaohsiung, Taiwan, 3x3 Challenger. First Pool C game. Lausanne will take on Saitama Alphas EXE, sorry. That one will be coming up shortly. And we'll get to meet the starting lineups here soon. There are the lineups for our next matchup. Lausanne versus Saitama. One team with so much experience in the 2024 season. Saitama, label them as the new kids on the block, if you will, here in this one. Rafael Wilson, Carlos Martinez, Giles Martin, and Wester Molteni for Lausanne. And for Saitama, Ryo Ozawa, Jan Demzer, Tomoya Ochia, and Goran Bijelik. As it is going to be Lausanne starting off with the ball here in this one. Very sizable lineup. Shortest player out there, more likely will be Giles Martin for Lausanne, currently on the bench. But look at that height that's out there right now for the team in yellow, which will be Lausanne. And the team in red will be Saitama. The sun looks like it is set there in Taiwan. It was raining earlier. That's why they moved everything over to the venue that it's currently at. As we get things underway. First shot is going to be money there. What a way to start for Lausanne, as Rafael Wilson knocks down a big-time two for the first shot of the game. We'll see what Saitama has for us here on this one in their opening possession. It is going to be a two to try to respond. Does come up just a little bit short. That was Ozawa missing that one. They'll go straight down to Wilson. He's got the mismatch. Here comes the big body. Tries to get the drop step. It was some great defense being played, but just even better offense there. 3-0 start for Lausanne. All 3 points to Rafael Wilson, as Molteni gets fed back there on the inside. Easy breezy to start this one off for Lausanne, as things will be wrapped up there. It's like more likely foul called on Martinez. Yep, hands wrapped around the body there, trying to slow down the roll there on the screen. And as we come right back into it, it is going to be a chance for a 2-point play here. Good feed there on the inside. Giles Martin tries to get the recovery. There you go, knock it down. Shot was good, but will the free throw be good to get the 2-point play solidified? Here for Ryo Ozawa, and it is good. It's a great way to pull it back to within 2. As here's Martinez. Him and Wilson trying to work out the pick and roll. Martinez has to put something up, and wow, way short. Shot out like a cannon there off the rim. Hit him in the head and sails out of bounds. It'll be Martin, Molteni, and Wilson out there. As Ozawa fumbles it around there for a moment. Molteni doesn't have to jump at it. Still forces the miss. But it is Saitama getting their own board. And right back there on the other side, this time from the left, Ryo Ozawa. What a shot. Almost sandwiched between 2 players as he went out. 4-4 now. Here's Wilson. Same move as we saw before. Same result as well. Off the backboard again. Ozawa. Nice feed out there to Demzar, and he knocks down the 2. Starting to make it rain now from behind the arc of Saitama, as they have taken the lead by 1. Here's Martin. Goes up with the left hand. Molteni's going to be there for the cleanup. He misses the layup. Gets his own board again. Big punch to start for Lausanne, but an immediate response now and then some here for Saitama. All on the back of Ryo Ozawa. As smart decision. We'll end up wrapping him up, and that foul is going to be called there on the floor. So here you can see Ozawa. Good finish there on the inside. As Lausanne gets things reset, here's Martinez. Here comes the floater. No good there. Molteni able to get the offensive rebound. Is going to dribble this one out. 6 seconds on the shot clock. And that'll reset some things here, as Saitama gets whistled for their second foul. Martin trying to get it back to Wilson. Uses a bounce pass. Wilson getting walled up. Here comes another turnaround shot. 3 for 3 when he goes off the glass. Here early in this one. Jelik played some great defense there. Still couldn't get it. Ozawa saves that one for going out of bounds. It's going to be turned over, though. Martinez pinned in the corner. Is going to be fouled. Did see Saitama playing in some of the qualifying games before. They took down Xizhong 22-10 in their first game. And they played Nudo Wading, and they took them down 22-12. So they already have a lot of in-game repetitions to go off of, at least today. But a team who always goes out there and fights and is very competitive over the course of the 2024 in FIBA 3x3 in Lausanne. Put up a good fight here in this one, as that one almost went out of bounds. Drifting away there on the right side. Don't think it hit the rim, and Molteni will be the one to come out with it and immediately get it straight to Wilson. And it'll be another foul there. Whistle against Saitama. Moya Oshia will be the one whistled. And here comes a timeout, just to try to slow some things down at a very rapid pace so far here in this one. Doing a whole lot of that. Good jump shooting, especially at the beginning, as Molteni gets wrapped up there on the inside, trying to get this one to Martin by any means necessary. Here comes the pull-up from the free throw line. No good there. A little touch pass gets it over to Ozawa. Here's Demzar. Gets it to Bijelik. Bijelik with the drive and the scoop, a little bit too much. It's been tough for the ball with this rim on some of these layup attempts. Been bouncing off a lot. As there comes another turnaround shot. This time unsuccessful, as Molteni trying to battle through that contact down low. Was fouled, though, in the act of shooting. No bonus just yet. So Molteni would just be shooting one free throw here. And Molteni will knock it down. Lausanne back to a 2-point lead. Ochia gets the kick out. Demzar takes the 2 off the back of the iron. Good rebound, though, there for Martinez. Got a little bit scrappy. And they'll try to float this one in. Western Molteni feeds it. Martinez gets the scoop. That one's knocked back into the hands of Martinez. Here comes a right-handed floater this time, as they push this to a 2-possession game now. Ozawa trying to go ISO, left Molteni in the dust and finishes it off. The speed fully in his favor as Martinez lets one fly. Can't get that one to go. They will get the kick out. Ochia can't get it. Smallest player on the court there. Martin will get the rebound. Another foul. Just one more way is Saitama from sending Lausanne into the bonus. Wilson will get this to Martinez. Trying to fight through the contact. Gets the right-handed layup. And that is going to be 2 free throws now. 7 fouls there on Saitama Alphas. Doing a good job of just trying to work through the contact. Arm hooked there onto the hip, though. Let's see. As Carlos Martinez been working on the free throws. And everyone's scrambling there for that one. So the first one, a miss, but trying to split them here at the line. So push it back to a 2-possession game, and Martinez can't get that one to go, so it goes 0 for 2 from the stripe. Here comes a shot and a response there for Saitama. That one, though, no good. Does chase down his own rebound. Does end up losing the ball, though. in that sequence. Here's Wilson knocking it down again. What was on the line? As Ozawa, oh my goodness. Starting to really feel it in any opportunity he gets, and there's a steal coming in there as well. And there was going to be a foul called on there on Saitama, so big sequence for Ryo Ozawa knocking down the two, getting the steal. There was a foul called there. So I believe they're going to take one back. They go to Lausanne. Wait to see if it gets updated. Saitama should be at 7. And there we go. Everything all checked and underway. Ozawa had an opening. They won't take it. Instead, it'll be Ochiya knocking down a big time 2. We're at a tie game now, 12-12. What a turn of events this has been. Tomoya coming off the screen there and just lines it up and knocks it down to perfection. Wilson and Molteni will be working out here behind the arc. Wilson will step this one back. Wilson knocks it down again. 3 for 3 from 2-point land here for Raphael Wilson. Will they continue the hot shooting? That was the question. Bijelik with the floater. Gets to the inside. See if Martinez can start to get it going on the offensive end. Oh, here's Wilson again. Surely not. Falls off the rim and was punched away by Molteni, I believe. Some confusion there with them looking over towards the refs. What a move here from Bijelik to be able to get that floater to go. Ball here will stay with Lausanne. Martin, the one to set the screen on Martinez. Capitalized on a big burst of speed coming out there from him. But back into the game is Ryo Ozawa. He has been a thorn in the side of this Lausanne team with his speed, with the dribbling, and the ability to create off of those dribbles immediately. So a foul was called, and then the timeout to follow. Still just keeping it within this 2 points, though. There was the great second chance opportunity there from Martinez, and we had mentioned here Ozawa, just spectacular, dazzling fashion for him, whether it's the jump shooting or the finishing on the inside. We've seen this on Raphael Wilson in the past. When he has it going on from behind the arc, he is not afraid to continue shooting it. This game's had a little bit of everything here so far. We're getting into the final stretch of it. And as soon as we jump back into play, there was a little wraparound. 6 foul there in Lausanne, 1 away from them from sending Saitama into the bonus. We'll swing this one over to Demsar, and here's Osawa from way downtown again. Osawa is money. Osawa is on fire here for Saitama. And an immediate response though for Lausanne to get them back a 1-point lead. Here's the step back this time from Demsar. That was too much to the left. Osawa, they get it back to him. The quick trigger for Osawa. Oh my goodness. He is on fire. Keeping it going the entirety of this game. Osawa, have yourself a day. But look at this response from Molteni. They have an immediate response every single time. Surely not again. This time is finally a miss. And Lausanne can breathe for a moment. As Martinez can't get that one to go. Good box out coming from the smaller Osawa there on Wilson. So they're able to get the ball back. Tomoya. Well, maybe there was some contact there for a moment. 2 players dive in for the ball. Martinez able to be the one to come out with it. Ryo Ozawa got it right back into him. Catch and shoot off the dribble. You name it, he's got it. But as we mentioned, it could be a big play being made there by Saitama. Lausanne always has a response. They have not allowed them to get any type of rhythm to get a run going. Can he have some heroics again? Here it is. Tomoya, they're trying to shake it off. Osawa will end up getting it. Only 3 seconds remain on the shot clock. Drifting left. That one's going to be rejected. Right into the side there by our referee. Molteni, as soon as it released the fingertips, was all over it. This has to be an immediate shot from Tomoya Ochiya. Straight away, as soon as it's checked up, got to put it up, and does, and no good. But look at this. They do get the ball right back. We do have Osawa out of the game, and what a feed. Bullet pass down there to the inside. A 2 can close it out, though. Going out there with a big lineup right now. Martinez, Molteni, and Wilson. And off the missed layup, Molteni is there for the cleanup. They swing this one over. Will be tapped around. Tomoya into the inside. Maybe trying to think about the 2. It'll be stripped away. Molteni to Wilson. Wilson to put the game on ice. Will feed it back down. And great defense being played there from Saitama. Lausanne with another chance at the closeout. Wilson will pull up there in the mid-range. It'll be tapped around. Saitama will come out with it. What do you have for us? Ryo Ozawa. Instead, we'll just get it working there on the inside. Maybe the third time will be the charm here for Lausanne to try to close out this game by getting to 21 points. Sawa and Dems are talking some things over. Now to play picture-perfect defense here for the Saitama Alphas. Inside to Molteni. They get the feed to Martinez. Excellent drawn-up play, trying to take advantage of the size, and they do. Lausanne. It was tough for them, 21-19. We mentioned all the experience that they had coming into this Challengers. 21-19 will be the final score. First game being played here in Pool C. Lausanne comes out on top. Congrats to them. We will see them later on in the day as well. Same thing with Saitama. Only 3 teams in these groups. Just 2 games going to be played. Ryo Ozawa put on a show for us. One of the best shooting spectacles we might have seen in a lot of FIBA 3x3 here in 2024. Did a lot of the damage there on the inside early. That's what got them going. Ozawa, the second youngest on the team at the age of 25. Ranked number 2 in the nation for him. The world ranking at 96, the top 100 player in the world in FIBA 3x3. As the highlights, I think, do it some justice. Our next game coming up is going to be the Kandava Turība versus the Sagamihara Enndaruma. Before we go to a break, let's head down to the floor to meet the lineups here for this matchup. We are ready to go here, similar to what we had in the last matchup. One experienced team against one with not a whole lot of experience. Kandava played in a lot of these FIBA 3x3 so far here in 2024. Meanwhile, on the other side, Sagamihara, not so much. 2 appearances, haven't played anybody in this competition yet. And right there off the checkup, it is going to be an immediate slap away. As here's the drive there on the inside. Great defense being played here off the initial, and shot is going to go up, but didn't end up hitting the rim. I think it's an immediate play to when the ball was checked up, immediately getting knocked away. As there's a 2 to try to get things started, and it's going to be good. It is Kandava getting the scoring going. Hey, and look what I found. Nice steal coming out there from Remo. Got it immediately towards the inside. You've seen the intensity on full display. Krumins was the one to knock down a 2 and get the layup, so a 3-point swing individually there for Kandava. And here comes a 2 lined up. Kusano can't get that one to go. And it'll be Lassis taking a 2. Remo gets it over here on the right side, and that one's going to be an air ball. Player hits the floor, and that one will just drift out of bounds. Kandava in red. Sagamihara and Enndaruma. They are the team in black. And that one's going to be slapped out of play again. Second time that's happened already in this game. As there will be a catch and shoot shot from the left side. Won't end up falling. I think the experience, you can definitely see it on full display right now. One team's played a lot of these competitions, and they are dictating the pace of how this is going. Edgar's Krumins will check back in here for Kandava. And they try to respond back with a little bit of intensity of their own, but it's going to be a foul in the process. They try to feed it inside to Remo. Remo will float it up there with the right hand, does get his own rebound. Now draws 2 players in and able to finish with the left ultimately. 4-0 start here for Kandava. And here comes the pull-up on trying to get the response. That was Popovic. Sagamihara get things started. Burning some shot clock here. Kusano trying to get it right back, and here comes another steal there for Krumins, and tries to get the feet on the inside. It's going to be slapped around. They'll let this one sail out of play, as it will stay with Kandava. Then we'll get it to Lassis. Brings it out to the 2-point range. Easy board will be picked up there for Krumins. Takes the shot from the right. Money there for Krumins. Showed it up top, and now from the right side of the floor. Still a 6-0 run as a foul comes in, and a smart foul at that. Edgar's Krumins. No hesitation with it. And immediately gets set up there on the defensive side. Krumins will get some much-needed rest as Lassis tries to feed that one in, and Remo picks it up, takes the 2. Long rebound does end up going in favor of Sagamihara. And a 2 to try to respond. Popovic can't get anything to go. And a foul will be called. And another one to the total. 2 fouls now for the team in black. Here comes a nice step back move. Popovic still can't get it going. But Krumins is back into the game. Down inside to Remo. Good drop step. Draws the foul. And it looks like we're going to see 1 free throw. Try to extend this to a 7-0 run. Little hit to the face. Fought through it. Still able to get the shot up. So waiting for the first basket for Sagamihara. Could this be it? Nope, not this time. That was Yuta Kusano. Missing there on that one. Wow, what a pass. Perfect entry feed in there to Fraknis Lasis. And it'll be another steal. As one-sided as a FIBA 3x3 game could probably get at this point. And look at this one. Another perfect entry feed. This time the pass coming from Krumens. They are just non-stop, foot on the gas. Little right behind him. Krumens and Zigmars Remo working out side by side. As Sagamihara more likely going to be scrambling for answers here in this timeout. It just seems everything that Kandava wants that they are getting. Pick and roll, jump shots, you name it. Not to mention the passes have been excellent. But it's been all in the back of the number 6 there, Edgar's Krumens. Leading the way here for his team. Comes in, has short bursts, but makes an impact on when he does come into the game. Could this be the first points? Ego, air ball. As they pump fake it, working into the mid-range, and the floater does end up hitting the right side. Another 2 will go up. This one will go short as well. That time was a shot from Lasis. Sagamihara cannot get anything going right now. It will go inside. It's Remo again putting that one up, and it's going to be slapped out of play. Heavy contact, though, made down towards the paint. Three fouls now apiece. And feed that one to nobody. That will just go out of bounds. We Fraknis Lasis to get things back on the way for us. And immediately they'll go to Krumens. And they have so much of this game already. Just getting hounded as soon as they got the ball there. And I think they just ended up calling a traveling violation. Thought maybe there would have been a foul called on that play. Wasn't the case. As Kanik will get the handoff here to Popovic. Back over to Kanik. Tries to get the dribble drive, and that's going to be a travel. Picked it up, couple steps backwards. All over the place, but to be fair, Kandava not making it easy. Krumens will get the feed. That will be popped out of play. Fraknis Lasis still going with the follow through despite the ball being slapped out. Six seconds here on the shot clock. Continues to wind down. Got to get something going here. Kandava, they just put something up. That's going to be Krumens. Forced to shoot that one. And this should stay here with Kandava. And it will. Still 9-0. Krumens walled up. Nice feed, though, on the entry. Here's Remo again. 10-0. I can't even call it a start anymore. And finally, Sagamihara, they get some points on the board. Straight back down to Remo, though. This is a massive size mismatch, and they take full advantage. Kusano gets it to Kanik. Back over here to Kusano. Ego, the mid-range pull-up. Falls short. Ball will be slapped around. It's going to go right back over to him. Kusano with another miss. Will they attempt another two? They won't this time. Nice feed there on the entry. And I think there, Edgar's Krumens was maybe hoping that somebody would be there for the rebound for the immediate kick out. Kenya Ego will check out of the game. Missed there on that try. Back to the inside we go, trying to use the body. And looks like some good hands-up defense. Ref thought otherwise. And ended up getting him on the shoulder. That's why camera angles could be deceiving for when you're watching at home. Uros Kanik misses the free throw. And there will be a foul to follow up on the missed free throw. Foul's now set at 4 apiece. 4:24 to go. Martins Krumens in the game. And gets a feed from Edgar's Krumens. Shot will go up here from the right side. Finally, maybe that'll give him some life. That's Dean Popovic here for Sagamihara. Still though, 8-point lead. And they try to get the entry pass. This time, no good. They've been on point the whole game when making those passes. But you knew at some point there might be a lapse coming from somewhere. And that time there finally was. Here it is, Popovic. Steps to the side, takes the two, and that one ends up falling to the right side of the rim. And wow, what a shot coming out there from Cusano. So now some twos starting to reign supreme here, and here comes an immediate response. This time from Flaknis Lassis. Can Cusano do it again? He cannot. And Ego tries to split the defenders there, but there's going to be a foul, and it'll be another timeout. Fifth foul called on Kandava. See how the offense started to pick up here for Sagamihara. It's been a rough game for them so far. But now starting to at least find some type of offensive rhythm. And as soon as they found that, Flaknis Lassis found his shooting stroke too. Here it is, Utah. Cusano. They get it to Ego. Ego will go right-handed with a floater off the back of the backboard and the rim. Basically everywhere it could possibly hit to make it going. Back-to-back twos now coming out here from Lassis. Score 16-7. Kandava firmly in the driver's seat. They are on a 10-0 run to start off this game. As an easy lay-in goes there. A couple players all getting caught up. Kandava just one foul away now from sending Sagamihara into the bonus. Slight push off there when the ball ended up getting passed off the screen. As here it is Popovic. And nice finishing move there. Battling some of the traffic, able to get it to go. And he gets it right back to him. Dean Popovic, what a swing. Got the hard layup to go, and then now just drills a two. They'll go inside to Ramo. Been a lot of the offensive lifeline here so far for Kandava. And here comes another two. Cusano. That one sails deep. But look who's there for the rebound. It's Popovic again. This time, back-to-back misses. Haven't seen that since the very start of this game. Big step back for Edgar's Krumens. It's money. What a shot there. The confidence to shoot that one. Defender right in front of him. 3 points away from 21. As Eagle will be the one there to draw the foul. Agus Krumens, the immediate closeout. And it sure is pretty. 2:05 left to go here in this game. As Lassis can't get that one to go. Deep shot coming out there. Krumens, though, able to follow, get the rebound. And Lassis cannot finish on the interior. And some bodies hit the floor there. 7th foul now called there on Kandava. Shouldn't be free throws because they weren't on the offensive side, but we'll wait and see. The Sagamihara have some life for a comeback in this one. They're starting to knock down more shots and really we've seen the whole entirety of the game, so we will see some free throws now. Stepping to the line, it'll be Yuta Kusano. And the first free throw is good. Big free throw right here to pull it to within 3. And that one does not rattle in. It's a big bounce off the rim and pops out. As Kandava, specifically here with Lassis, trying to work out something. Ramo will step out to the 2. Haven't seen a lot of those attempted by the big man here on Kandava. Here comes the drifting 2 from Dean Popovic. Couldn't get that one to go. Ramo will now slow some things down. Only 6 seconds remain. Tries to barrel his way into the paint. Draws a lot of contact. We'll just see another reset. Just 1 minute to go. Here in this Pool D matchup between Kandava, Turība, and Sagamihara, Enndaruma. As Krumens feeds it inside. Ramo, an extra pass. Good way to work the ball around there. Ultimately finds Fraknis Lassis to finish it all off. Here comes Ego. Gets some speed, tries to kick it out. They do keep it. The Hail Mary shot off the glass is good. Juros Kanik with a prayer, and it has been answered. And here comes Krumens to close it out. He can't respond. Here comes another 2. That one rattles around, pops out. And it will be Kandava burning as much clock as they can. They're going to lose the dribble. Ego will pick it up. Does get it immediately to Kusano, who does take the 1, but probably needed a 2 there in that instance. Shot's going to go up there from Krumens. That's going to be another miss. A 2 here could tie it. Can they get a shot up? They cannot. Final score, maybe a little bit too close to comfort there. 19-17. Nice win coming out there from Kandava to start their pool play run. They are now 1-0. You can see the highlights and how everything played out. A lot of Krumens on the offensive end, whether it was the shooting, whether it was the passing, and of course the big body of Zigmartis Ramo on the inside dealt a lot of damage. Didn't really have the shooting touch going. Didn't see a whole lot of Martin's crewmans here in this one. But around the midway point of the game is where Kusano Popovic really started to find a lot more of a shooting rhythm compared to what we saw at the very beginning. And they got the job done. Congratulations to Kandava on their hot start here in Pool D. We will have a lot more games to come. We're going to step away here for a little bit of a break, and at the top of the hour, time for Belgrade taking on Kuala Lumpur in Pool A affair. We just see Kuala. They started off 0-1, ended up falling to Miami 20-12. So we'll see if they can bounce back to try to keep their hopes alive here in this